What's up, Pop Garbage Squad? Today we're back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. If you don't know what it is, go to the video description below, click on that link, and you will get all of these free rewards right here. 100,000 silver, 1 energy refill, 50 gems, and a rare champion called Executioner. And you can see I've been playing this game I've been grinding it out. Look at this, my daily logins. I'm approaching day 18. That's the shard here, right here, ancient shard. That's like a summon, so I'm looking forward to that. I am saving my summons right now. I got a hot one. The reason why I'm saving it is because this game, it gives you a summoning chance, like extra bonuses, or an event where you can get a certain like faction. And in today's video, I'll be looking at some of the legendary monsters that someone has rated in a tier list. I wasn't lucky enough to pull one from my summoning session in my previous video, but that's okay. I'm still having really great fun in this game. I want to show you right here, champions. Check this out. My hero Elaine, level 58, 6 stars. I finally advanced it to 6 stars here, and it has helped me so much. In my previous videos, it was 5-star, and in my tutorial, I said you want to put all your resources to make your first 6-star, and here we are. My first 6-star, no regrets. I have also pulled Kale. Kale is one of the units that you get as a starter, but I pulled him a little bit later, and I have no skill ups here. As you can see, my Elaine is max skilled, so I messed everything in her and no regrets. And in my campaign mode, I've cleared up to brutal. It goes from normal, hard, brutal, and nightmare, and the difference between brutal and nightmare is significant. So what you guys want to do is reach stage 12-3, because it gives you the most mana for your buck. Also, you have elemental advantage, I believe, right here. As you can see, the blue beats the green. So I've been fodder training here, trying to make my second 6-star. It's going to be one of my support units, help me clear some of the dungeons. But as you can see, I even fully ascended her. So I put all my resources in. I'm powering through this game. It's fantastic. But today, like I mentioned, I want to look at some of the legendary units in this game that was ranked in a tier list. So here's the tier list. So you can see these are the god tiers according to chosen legendary ranking. So Valkyrie is of the barbarian, the first one. I want to look through the skills of these monsters or slash units and see why their kit makes them like ranked so high according to this tier list. You know, it's like a lot of the game, or most games, is knowledge, right? Understanding what units do. So when you do PvP or you make teams to do dungeons, you have a thorough understanding. So here we go, barbarian. So we can see all of the classes here, right? Legendary, epic, rares, and uncommons, and common. So we're looking for the Valkyrie. This is not the Valkyrie. Nope. So this is a Valkyrie, number 1 according to the tier list. A defense-based monster, a barbarian. Like, she looks pretty sick, not gonna lie. If I pulled this, I think I would dump all my resources in her. Look how sick nasty she is. So look at her, like, these total stats really don't mean much to me right now because I don't really have a thorough understanding, but obviously the skills, we'll see what makes her kit so great. Attacks 1 enemy 2 times, decreases the turn meter by 10% each hit. Okay, the fact that you can have the first skill reduce attack bar, which is turn meter, that is pretty good. Okay, I can see why this is and it skills off attack and defense. So I can see why this unit's pretty good on her first skill. Second skill, stand firm. Attack all enemies. Place a shield buff on all allies for 3 turns. So you get so you have like fake HP, and a counter attack buff on allies for 2 turns. So if you just take first turn and put this up, and you have a tank team, that sounds pretty beast. That's one thing you can use it for, right? The value of the shield and damage inflicted are proportional to this champion's defense. It's just defense-based unit with a skill that you can just tank everything and do damage by counterattacking. That is pretty significant. Okay, I've never seen skills like this before in like other games. And you have a passive. We all know passive units are probably really good. This champion turn meter will increase by 10% each time an enemy champion places a buff. Okay, so because buffing is part of the game for all parts of the game, right? So that's actually pretty good. Enemy champions will have their turn meter decreased by She's like a really strong support / tank unit. So you have so many skills where you have the first skill, you have the passive skill where you can decrease attack bar, turn meter, and you have a skill that can do damage and make your whole team tanky. Okay, I can see why you are number 1 here. That's pretty sick. Number 2 is Martir, Sacred Order. So I see another spirit monster is high on the list. Okay, so where's Martir? Nope, not you, not you, not you. Ooh, it's another waifu champion. She looks like, oh, it's a Sacred Order. She's like a nun. Okay, cool. So, pretty sick unit. Another defense-based unit. So, it looks like the trend here is having really high HP and defense while doing tons of damage. Is that the case here? Attacks one enemy, has a 45% chance of placing a 60% defense debuff. Okay, defense break, defense debuff on first skill is always good. Because if you run like a retaliation, boom. Bastion of Faith plays a 60% increased defense buff and a counterattack. So this is very similar to Valkyrie with this skill where you have a defense-based unit with counterattack on all allies. So what's the big difference here? It's the fact that she has no passive and this skill. Attacks all enemies, plays a 50% decreased attack debuff and a provoke. So they're both defense-based control units. This one, instead of decreasing meter, she does a provoke, so she tanks all the damage and soaks it up. And an aura skill of giving defense surprise. Okay, see why this champion is ranked number 2 as well. Her kit synergizes so well. So moving on, Krisk the Ageless, a lizardman, a void. So if you don't know, void is the equivalent of LD scrolls here. So can I even find it? Lizardman right here. So I have one lizardman right here, which is Jizzo, which was free from logging in as a reward for beginners. So this is not it. Fushan, nope. Razin, nope. Krisk the Ageless. What is he supposed to be? A turtle lizard tank. Okay. They're all defense-based. Top 3 are defense-based units. Enter the Morass. Attack all enemies, has a 30% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed buff. So decreasing the speed on first skill. So we see a trend here. All the legendary defense champion first skill has a debuff of some sort. Okay, I can see why they're legendaries because their first skill are pretty good. Centered Vigor. Attacks all enemies, places 50% ally protection buff on allies. Places 2 50% continuous heal. So this is like a support. Okay. So it's a defense-based support unit that has a debuff for skill, healing, and protection for a squishy unit. And places a provoke debuff on all enemies for 1 turn, 60% increased defense, 30% speed. So you are getting a lot of buffs from one skill here while protecting your whole one unit on your team, probably your damage dealer here. So, oof. I mean, I think this right here, Invincible Shell, looks pretty overloaded, and it's for a void unit. Three buffs in 1 skill. Okay, woof. I can see why. Pretty sick nasty. Force, Bad Elkzar, Undead Hordes. Okay, let's go find that, guys. Undead Hordes. This is like the Pokédex here that you want to browse. Undead Hordes. Found you. So, will it be another defense unit? Will it be? Nope, not you. Support. Okay, so the first support unit here that we've seen. So attacks all enemies, heals its champion by 20% of the damage inflicted. So are you building? Are you building this as like a pseudo DPS unit? Because first skill healing, that is. So if you build fast and it heals every turn, oof, damn. Like some of these skills are like really unique to the other game I've played. So like it kind of baffles me. Like this is pretty sick. Removes all debuffs from all allies. That's already insane. A cleanse Place 2 50% continuous heal, so you heal as well as being cleansed. Oh my goodness, place and a poison debuff, so you're also doing a little bit of damage here. Wow. All allies inflict, it's a passive, all allies inflict 15% more damage under poison debuff, and it synergizes with Malice. You don't need another unit to set it up. This is like, you got first skill healing, you got healing right here as well, that and another poison debuff that synergizes with your passive for all your DPS units to do more damage. I think this is probably the one I want most right now from the ones we've read so far, or it could just be Valkyrie because waifu champion, you know. Moving on, we have Draco Morph Lizardman. So another Lizardman, okay. Another Lizardman family, cool. Draco Morph here. Oh, the first one. It is a dragon-looking lizard. So it's the first damaged unit we've seen. So what is the first skill? Attacks one enemy. Damage increases by 10% for each debuff on the target. Will attack one random enemy with a surplus damage if target is killed. So you have extra damage. Seeping Pain. Okay. Moving on. Poison Jaws attacks 4 times at random. Each piece 5% poison. So what if you pair this up with the monster we just saw with the poison debuff? So you even do more damage. Holy moly. And places a 25% weaken debuff and 60% defense debuff on the enemy. So honestly, I'm not too sure what makes this one really busted. Nothing really stands out compared to the other unit I just read, but you know, obviously I'm still early in the game and a lot of things to learn here. But the fact that you can set up your own defense break right here, defense decrease, and do a lot of damage afterwards is already powerful in itself. Any monster, I feel if any monster has a kit with defense break to set up a turn for more damage, it's pretty powerful. And you also see the reviews of other people, like right here. So clan boss, right? Clan boss is where you and your clan fight a mega boss, and you want to take all. It has like a massive amount of HP, and you have a certain time frame to take it down. So this monster looks like it's probably most used for that. Mostly because I guess poison is probably going to do a lot of work on the clan boss. I could be wrong here. Moving on, we have a Warlord from the Orcs, another Void unit. So where are the Orcs? Orcs. All right, first Orc here. I have this Orc, Ultimate Gallic, because he was free from Amazon Prime. So this Orc was also free for logging in for your first 7 days. So I actually didn't summon these epic champions. So moving on here, where is the Warlord? Warlord, it's a support unit. So how will he compare to other support units we've already seen? Attacks one enemy, has 25% chance of increasing the duration of all debuffs. Ooh, okay. First skill, increasing duration of debuffs. So if you run like an AoE defense breaker here, and then you set it up for longer, or poison, more poison debuffs. Ooh. Protects, places a block debuff on allies for 1 block with a block debuff. Places a shield buff equal to 30% of this champion's max HP on all allies. So you can't get blocked from debuffs, is that what the skill means? And a big giant shield and a healing. I feel like the other one was number 2. The number 2 unit was probably better here. Attacks all enemies, has 7% chance to put each target skills on cooldown. Has a 30% chance to fully deplete each. When you have turn meter reduction, it is so crucial in PvP when you have that type of skill. So like that would be the reason why it is ranked so powerful. Anyways, as you can see, I went through the top 6 on this list, and from what we saw here, their kits on the legendary units, they do multiple things at once. And those multiple things include, debuffing, turn meter reduction, or giving buffs to your team. And I'm gonna keep grinding, and hopefully I pull the Valkyrie. That seems like the monster that is has the best graphics in my opinion. the kit is super amazing as well. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start this battle here, and I'm gonna train some fodder, and hopefully, you know, I'm gonna proceed and hopefully pull my one legendary soon TM. But I want to mention here, you guys saw the multi-battle feature, right, where it said 15. So you can actually run 15 of your dungeon runs, and it also stops if one of your fodder units are max level. So very convenient for fodder farming. You know, if you don't have the time in the morning because you're commuting, slap that 15 runs on a fodder farm or anything that you're doing, and you know, maybe the time you hit you're done, like your runs, you're at work or wherever your destinations. I've been doing it often. I think the feature is fantastic. You don't see it often in many games. But anyways, guys, I hope this video gave you the motivation to play, and make sure you check the video description below because it has the link to download this game for you to get all your free stuff, which includes the 100k silver, 1 energy refill, 50 gems, and the rare champion named Executioner, which is actually used for fusions and also ranked pretty high on the tier list.